Okay, got a few hours sleep. I'm pretty hungry, so I kind of want to find somewhere to eat. And then I also heard about the Vivid thing going on from the United check-in. Now, so like a lot of people around town, so I kind of want to check that out. I've heard there's this really cool overlook spot that we can try and get to. And maybe a coffee if they have it, because it's about 4 a.m. back in the States, so it'd be nice to not have jet lag when I get back, but I'm sure I will. And I booked my Los Angeles ticket. I'm number 4 on the upgrade list, and there's probably 10 or 16 open business class, so I should have a pretty good chance of getting that. So I'll update you when we get to the light show, I guess. Or something else interesting happens. Like, all these runners still, they're just running nonstop. It's nice to finally have the backpack off and walking around. Like, I just have my passport and my key on me. Kind of figured I don't really need my wallet, because I mean, if I'm gonna be buying something, it's probably by card anyway, and all my cards are on my phone. Oh, the Toyotas. Oh, you can't really see it, but yeah, it's nice to not have the heavy pack on me. I think we got about a 20-minute walk to where I'd like to look at these lights. It's recommended it by the hostel reception. I'm just happy to have slept some, which I'm kind of surprised I did. I didn't have anything over my eyes. I think I was just so tired. And I might have gotten like 3 or 4 hours of sleep, but it was definitely worth it, and I'm more recharged than what I was. I'm still gonna try and find an espresso or a tea place. I know they like drinking tea. I hope something's open so I can eat a little bit. Well, we've made it. We have made it. I think this is a good stopping point. I'll get a coffee and maybe some food, but I'll just leave you with these views for the end of this chapter. Yeah, quite speechless. All right, I'll flip it around. I think it was fitting that while the light show was going on, Daft Punk's Around the World was being played on the loudspeakers across the bay. I think it's fitting for this weekend. Yeah. Oh, they're playing it again. They're playing it again. I think that means we have to go over there. don't think we're going to the light show at the Sydney Opera House. Sydney Opera House is up here, but the only gate's here. It's open. Everything else is closed, and that's where I am. So I have to walk all the way down here, all the way across, and back up when we were just there. So it looks great from afar, I would say. Yeah, I'm not walking all that way. That's ridiculous. What is that creature? Does anyone know what that is? It's like an armadillo type thing. I saw it at the sewer and I thought it was a gigantic squirrel. We may be actually going to the Opera House after all, because that's one of the only places that has coffee that's open right now. Chilling seats. Big creature, but it's a carrying creature because it's carrying someone. Okay, just chilling here, using the museum's free Wi-Fi so I can look it up. No shame whatsoever. Yeah, I need to go get this coffee, and then in about 12 hours I should be on my flight to Los Angeles. And so I don't know if I said this, but I'm position 4, and there's like 15 business class seats available, so we have a really good shot at getting business on the long haul flight, which I'm so happy for. After everything we've endured on this trip, I think business class will be a good return to the U.S. Yeah, I'm really tired. I am happy I did sleep some, but not out of the woods yet. very much. It's 6 a.m. and it's dark out. Met a nice fellow at the Cafe Sydney. His name was Tim. I think if I'm coming back to Sydney, I'll definitely come back here. It's pretty good. I don't know what the prices are. I paid 26 Australian dollars for an espresso and some naan bread, or just naan. So hopefully it's not too much. But hold on, check this out. So we are right there somewhere. That's the Opera House. And we need to walk somewhere over here? Or maybe over there? Alright, we are all checked out of the hostel. Now to walk to the train station, about 15 minutes away. I should be getting to the airport, I think around like 7. Maybe try and find a coffee along the way. I've enjoyed my time in Sydney, but I need to get on a 9:30 flight to Los Angeles, which I have really good shot of getting business class. So here's the hope, and I get that. I really hope so. I didn't really sleep much last night because I was worried about waking up late, and I need to fix my sleep schedule because it's like 3 p.m. Chicago time, even though it's 6 a.m. here. So I was trying to be courteous about that and make sure I'm not messing my sleep schedule up too much. So I think I might have slept about an hour, but it's kind of hard to when it's like noon in where I've been coming from. So we'll walk to the train station, get a ticket, and then head to the airport. And I might have to check in to the United stand again. I'm not sure if my ticket went through or not, but we'll see when we get there. Found a cafe open, had an espresso and a curried beef, which was in a like a puff pastry, but they serve everything with ketchup here. Like, I was asked at the first cafe I went to if I want tomato sauce with that, and I thought it was like pasta sauce. I was like, no, like I don't want pasta sauce with a sausage roll. And they're like, so I didn't get any that time, but I wasn't asked today. They served me ketchup. I'm like, you eat ketchup with this? It's like curried beef, you don't need ketchup. Also, ketchup at 6 a.m. is diabolical. You should only have ketchup with potatoes. I figured out what the clicking is whenever the stoplight turns. It's a kookaburra. I don't know how to imitate it, but I think that's exactly what they're trying to go for, and I love it. We're headed to the airport. Alright, 3 minutes, we're going to international. It's a bit further down. pretty sure, I think, yeah, I'm definitely on this train. Predicted that perfectly.
This station is museum. This train will stop at Central. Change at Central for T1 Western, T2 Inner West and Levington, T4 Eastern Suburbs, T9 Northern, Intercity and Regional New South Wales services, and light rail services.
We have made it to the international part of Sydney Airport. Now just need to find the United counter, check into the flight, and get a standby boarding pass. But yeah, plenty early. Hopefully the train wasn't too expensive. I have no idea how much it costs, but I don't really care at this point. So I'm wearing some shorts because all my pants reek. This is my last change of clothes. I have one more pair of underwear. This might be my last pair of socks, so I'm running thin. But I've taken a shower yesterday, feel a lot better. So I'm excited for this flight to be back in the US. Once I'm back, I think making a connection is going to be super easy to Chicago. I don't know if I'll still go to San Francisco or not. I may, if the connections are a bit better, but not sure yet. All right, let's go find the United counter. 9:30 H. Let's head there. Hold up. Busy airport today. I think it's Monday or Tuesday here. I'm not sure which, but we've got a long walk down there. Almost in the home stretch. It's one last flight. We will be back in the US and going through customs. Right. Decent amount of people. So I'm unable to check in at the moment because there's a standby hasn't, holy cow, my hair's bad. The standby hasn't been cleared yet for seats available. Even though there's a lot of seats, I think they must do it 2 hours before because it's not yet 2 hours. I was a little early. But he said, just keep checking the United app and I should be good. So that's what I'll be doing. Just kind of waiting, see if I get a ticket, which is kind of stressful, but it's what we live for. I mean, we can plan all we want, but eventually something's going to go wrong and we need to adapt the plan. And that's what this whole trip has been, of either mistakes happening or tight connections and having to roll with it and just keep going. And I think this shows a lot of perseverance and determination, because it's not easy trying to fly around the world. I'll tell you that. It's pretty hard, but at the same time, it's also kind of rewarding. My mom was texting me that I've been to let's see, North America, Europe, Asia, Australia in 1 week or 1 weekend. 4 continents in 1 weekend. That's insane. I don't know how I could top that. I mean, I'm sure I could think of other ways, but or my family thinks of other ways of just ridiculous ideas of trying to go around the world. But we're doing it for a good cause, so that's all that matters. Yeah, my boarding pass isn't updated yet. I was told I need to wait till 8. It's about 10 minutes. It should be good. The longer it takes, the more stressed out I'm getting. Because one, I can't connect to the Wi-Fi. Like the captive Wi-Fi browser never works, so I can't even connect to it. And if I do, it's like for a second, but it's not enough to go in the United app. My computer's dead. I have no idea where it plugs at, so I can't check on my computer. So this isn't great, but hopefully in 10 minutes I'll find out if I have a seat or not. But that's just the boarding pass. It's not my actual seat. I'll need the United app to show what seat I am. But for that, I need Wi-Fi, and I don't have Wi-Fi. And the Wi-Fi thing isn't working. I've tried everything, so I'm not sure. I think it's just one thing at a time. First is getting a boarding pass to get through security, because now I think I'll have about 2 hours to get through security and go, which I'm not too worried about, but there's a lot of people here, and I'm worried the security is going to be long. 2 hours long? I don't think so, but you never know on this trip. You never know. I'll wait till 8 to see what happens, and hopefully have some good news whenever I come back. Got my boarding pass. It says economy on it, but I haven't been able to check the flight loads to see what it's actually at. I'm really high up on the upgrade list, so I'll see whenever I get to the gate. But right now I'm in 35J economy. So I have to go through security and then head to my gate, which is gate 53. And once I do that, I should see where I'm at on the standby list, but I do have a seat. I am confirmed going, so that's always good. But now I have to figure out how to get through security. So wish me luck. I won't be filming this time, because I remember what happened last time. Through security, but that was probably one of the worst securities I've seen. Singapore's was done really well. Basically no wait time. This one, they kept open more and more lines, but their security scans were just so slow, and they had to rescan things all the time and open bags. It was crazy. But we're through, headed to the gate. Hopefully I can see the standby list there. I think we have about a 10-minute walk. One thing I'm pretty proud about this whole trip, I haven't had to get currency exchange. My credit card has a foreign transaction fee, or no foreign transaction fees, so I didn't have to worry about that, and I'm done the wrong way. So that was, it's been pretty nice to just use my card and not having to get current or cash and currency out. So now we get to walk past all the designers. I'm obviously not buying anything. I've spent my fair share just on the Singapore Airlines flights. So maybe whenever I have an engineering salary, maybe. But right now, just walking by. I've been debating getting the Tim Tams and handing them out to flight attendants. It's like, actually, yeah, I'll get a bag. I'll hand some out. I'm not doing it for gifts. I'm not doing it to receive gifts. I'm just like, I would enjoy if I was a flight attendant, so I'd like to extend it to them, and I'll probably have a bit left over whenever I'm back to enjoy. I should have really learned this exchange rate. I bought a bag of the Tim Tams, but it said like $25. I was like, okay, that's a pretty good deal for like 28 of them. But then he rang it up as 50. So I don't know what I just paid for these. So these flight attendants better like it, because this is probably one of the most expensive candies I've ever bought, if that's true. Check this out. Weird. Why they gotta make them look human? I don't get it. Have about 40 minutes till boarding starts. Check out all these planes. Have about 40 minutes till boarding starts. I think that furthest one, the United plane's mine. So plenty of time to get to the gate. Probably only like 5 minutes away. Let's see. Yeah, it's delayed to 10:07. It said there was a delay earlier because the crew didn't have adequate rest. Yeah, we'll be flying a 787 Dreamliner. Can't see it great right now. I think that one's a 777. That might be going to San Francisco later. It's about like a hour after, maybe like 30 minutes after mine. But I think it was a 777 to San Fran, or the 787 to LA, and I decided the 787 mainly because they had more standby space. And they had more first class space, but I don't know if there's any first class left. I don't know if it was booked up all last night, but there's like 15 spots. So I'd be impressed if they booked 15 first class in a matter of a day. So I don't know, we're just about at the gate. And then we can check for that. Good view of this Dreamliner. It's probably the best view I can get, but there it is. Don't have standby information yet, so have to figure that out soon. Do board shortly. Get a seat, and I wouldn't say shortly, but probably like in an hour. That's not too bad. I'm gonna get a seat. Okay, good news. We are position 3 for upgrades. I'm supposed to go to the gate agent at 9:10 to see upgrades because my United app's not working just because we have I have no Wi-Fi. But position 3, and I booked it for Polaris Business, so if there's space available, which when I last checked, there was space available. So I really hope I get it. I do not want another economy flight. I feel like we deserve it for all the pain we've been through. Yeah, I don't know what time it is right now, but 9:10 I'll go up to the gate agent. Might be able to see him back there. And then check for seat upgrades. So position 3. Last I checked, I think there was 10 or 15 business available. But whenever I looked, when I was checking in, it said there was none. So I really hope not. They might just be like saving it, or it's like counting standby. I don't know, but I really hope we get it on this try. So I'll check back at 9:10 to see if we've gotten the upgrade. So wish us luck.
I haven't listened to it yet, man. I haven't got it yet. Okay, I went.
Oh my God, we got it. We got business. We got business upgrade on the long haul flight. No way! Oh, it's awesome. So we just got first class on the most important flight of arguably the whole trip. This is, I don't know which was longer, this flight or the Singapore flight.
I'm with him. I got waiting for my daughter.
So this is gonna be awesome. And I got a bunch of chocolate snacks for the flight attendants. And I'm not saying we'll get preferential treatment, but it'll definitely won't hurt. This will be my first business class trip, and probably the best one to go on. I know there's another flight that goes from San Fran to Singapore. I want to keep an eye on that flight throughout the summer to see if there's any first class tickets that are available, because I'd love to go back. I talked to Caleb, the guy I met on the plane, flying to Singapore, and he was very nice, and he said if I'm ever back in Singapore, let him know. So Caleb, if you're watching this, I will definitely let you know. Oh, hello, this is us. All right, here we go. I almost got caught again. What I was saying, 11D aisle seat, passporting, about to board the plane, best ticketing. I mean, I prefer the window, but who am I to complain on one of the world's longest, I wouldn't say longest flight, but a long flight. So very excited for this.